Hey, my loves, it's your girl, Miss Maddie XX here. Oh, wow, we back. I know a lot of people said it might only be one episode, but I promise you guys, when I said this show was going to keep going on, it's going on Monday through Friday. I'm telling you, we ain't taking no days off, okay? I just want to start off by saying thank you guys so much. Ooh, let me get comfortable. I want to say thank you guys so much for yesterday's episode. We got a great response. A lot of new members to the family. A lot of new loves to enjoy. And it was just a great start to the first episode of the Miss Melody XOXO show. And I'm so happy to be back. And we're just going to get this show started. I'm just talking a little bit, waiting for my loves to come in the room. I also want to say, yes, I do virtual guests like I did yesterday. But I'm letting you know there is going to be no hate, no disrespect in my channel. If you come on here and you're trying to be disrespectful, to say something nasty, I hope you enjoy your 15 seconds of fame. That's all you're going to get. And then you'll get blocked and then you won't be able to see anything else. So that's the way it is. Thank you guys. Come on in the room because we want to get the show started. Because we got a lot to talk about. They want to get the show started. We want to get it started. Let me wait to a couple people who just came into the room. All right. So I just waited and let them go. Okay. So, first thing I want to start off with is the fact of, for those of you who don't know, I believe it was in California, there was a statue created in memory, in honor of Breonna Taylor. And the statue has been up like maybe 2 weeks or so. And the statue was actually vandalized. But besides the point, but you look gorgeous with that. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Oh, that is so wonderful you to say that. And so, the statue was actually vandalized. And when I heard that the Breonna Taylor statue was vandalized, I was so hurt because you have to realize that, one, to me, and I gotta say to me as people around the world, we know that justice would not serve for Breonna Taylor. She has not gotten the justice. Her family's not gotten the justice for her wrongful death, and that within itself is just unbelievable. But the fact of the matter is that somebody can see someone take the time out to create a statue to honor somebody's life. And the fact of the matter is you just decide because of your hatredness and your meanness and your malice that you're going to destroy the statue. And it's always, and the thing what makes it even worse is black women are always getting the short end of the stick. Black women are always the ones who have to make something happen but getting the short end of the stick. But then they're always the ones who don't get the recognition they deserve. They don't, why couldn't you vandalize some of these Confederate statues that are out there? Why can you vandalize some of these statues that were resurrected during the time of slavery and still have an imprint or symbol of slavery on them? Why can you do that? But you had to wreck a statue that was in memory of a black woman. And that is one of the reasons why I get so sick and tired of people saying, oh, black women are angry, black women. No, black women have the right to be angry. Because maybe they're just tired. Because they're always the ones overlooked. Always the ones that are accused of if you're too loud or if you're too this or too that, you're trying to rock the boat. Maybe you're not trying to rock the boat. Maybe you're trying to show your worth. Maybe you're trying to show, hey, I can do this. Maybe you're trying to tell people, hey, you're not going to keep me down. And I think people don't understand that is the mindset of black women. Black women are just they're an entity. Excuse me. Black women are just a presence. I'm going to use presence. Black women are a presence that are so powerful. A black woman, in the middle of the thing, the sign fell. In the middle. You know what? F it, screw it. I was trying to make things look cute, but you know what? That lets you know we're keeping it raw. It fell, but that's all right. We're going to keep it rolling. Hey, the Miss Melody XO show, we raw, and we keep it going. So, it just shows that black women are just, they're built strong. They're built tough because they have to endure so much. And as I said yesterday, especially if you're a brown or dark skinned woman, you have to endure so much even more. And it is just sad that her family had to learn that her statue, Breonna Taylor statue, was vandalized. And I guarantee you It was vandalized. You waited. Oh, hey, welcome to my film. It was vandalized by somebody who was probably racist. I guarantee you. And it's just that I get so tired of the way black women are being done. I get so tired of the way black women are being treated. I get so tired of them not getting the respect they deserve. And I don't care if it's to my last dying breath. I will stand up for black women. I will stand up and fight for them. I will protect them and do whatever I have to do, because black women are the ish. They're the ish, period. They are the ish, period. And I love everything that I love everything that a black woman brings, from her strength to her power, to her perseverance, to her styles, to her black girl magic, to her being a melanin queen, to her saying, hey, you're a man, but I can do this just as good as you, to just everything. Black women are so powerful. Black women make things happen. Black women will take care of a family with she will have 3-4 kids, work 2 jobs, and the daddy will be nowhere to be found, or he out there either doing 2 things. 1, he's out there with his side chick, and don't want to settle down. 2, he don't win about another family, don't care about the previous family. Or 3, he probably messed with the film boys or the trans girls on the low, and just is too afraid to walk into his to walk in his truth. And even if he was messing with a film boy or trans girl, that doesn't mean that you can't still take care of your family. I know plenty of black gay men who are gay and take care of their sons. I know plenty of transgender people who are transgender people and still take care of their kids like it's nobody's business. So black men, I need you to step up to the plate. Stop letting these black women be the ones that have to raise these kids by themselves. All these kids need a mother and a father, or in some cases LGBTQ, I say maybe 2 mothers or 2 fathers. Either way, to me, they need a loving, cohesive unit. A good, loving, cohesive unit is so wonderful for a child. I think because when children grow up and they see a good, cohesive unit working together, it shapes their life or their relationship. It's just like, for example, if a young man sees his father disrespect his mama and beat on his mama, how do you think he's going to react in the first relationship he gets? Okay? How do you think he's going to act? How do you think he's going to act in the first relationship he gets? He said, hey, sis, how you doing? I'm doing all right, Shauna. I'm doing all right, sis. Just up here talking about my respect for black women. So, black men, you need to set a better example for your sons so that when they get married or they start dating, they'll know how to treat a woman. And I just want my black woman to know that I love you. You are wonderful. You are self-made. And Breonna Taylor her family deserves still justice that they are not seeked. And this statue being vandalized was just evidence of the disrespect, and just the hatred and malice that black women receive all around the world. And just because and it just goes to show the fact of the way black women are always pushed aside, and how they are always at the bottom of the totem pole. And the thing about it is, black women are always the ones, I said this before, I said it 100 times, they're always the ones making something happen, but people always put them at the bottom of the totem pole, and I'm so tired of it. I saw a comedian, I don't know who the comedian was, but the comedian made a joke, but the joke had some serious comments to it. I don't know the comedian's name, but he said, did you hear about some lady in Peru, I think it was Peru, who was missing? And he was like, no. And it turned to be a black woman. And then it said, well, name the first woman you know that was missing, that went to like an island. So the first thing everybody said was Nellie Holloway. And we do know Nellie Holloway. We know her because it tends to, and this may piss a lot of people off, but I got to speak it like this. Typically when white women go missing, white women get so much more publicity than when a black woman goes missing or anything. A white woman can be married to a football player, and she can be doing each and everything, and he could put he could put her hands on her, and they want to have him arrested. They want to give him a death penalty. They want to give her a book deal. They want Oh, she's Saint Teresa, everything. But if a black woman gets hit by her black husband, the first thing they say, what did you do? Oh, her mouth must have been her mouth must have been too smart. Oh, she had to do something. It's the case in point that black women always get short end of the stick. Just like, for example, with the Tory Lane Megan Thee Stallion situation. It just boggles me that there's so many people who are still on Tory Lane's side. And people are saying, well, we don't. And the first thing a lot of black men say, you don't know what go on, what went on in that backseat. I know Megan was shot. I know Tory took forever to supposedly deny it. Oh, excuse me, I should have brought my water here by then. But yeah, it's just black women. I love you. I respect you, and you are so powerful. But you just are not getting you're not getting the respect you deserve. And also, I did a post yesterday where Aunt Viv, the original Aunt Viv, the people who call her the real Aunt Viv. No disrespect to the other lady who was recasted later, but the real Aunt Viv, Janice Hubert. There's a post where she was talking because, Lori Lockhart, Aunt Becky, was released from prison. And she was saying, wow, Lori Lockhart, is probably, going to get an Emmy for coming from prison and everything and all this stuff. And a lot of people said real talk. I was one of the people that said, well, a liar. And people were saying, oh, she's just mean and she's bitter. No, she's the truth. Because Lori Lockhart just came out of prison 2 months and guarantees, give her about 3 to 4 months, she probably will have some kind of movie deal. She will have some kind of primetime interview. She probably will go back to working. And it'll be nobody business. And it'll be like she's done nothing. But somebody like Janice Hubert did that? Oh. First of all, she wouldn't have been out of jail. They would have still had that black woman locked up. She would have still been locked up. And if she had, by chance, she had by chance she had been able to get out, then it would have been hard for her to find work. They would have blackballed her because even when we saw the Fresh Prince reunion thing, if you ever seen it, if you're not seen it, with Janice Hubert and Will Smith, where he apologized to her after she left, she was, as a black woman, she was labeled difficult in Hollywood, and it's so true. When you're a black woman that's labeled difficult in Hollywood, it's hard to find work. That's anywhere. When you are a black woman who stands up for yourself, speaks your mind, and say who you are labeled as difficult. You're labeled as difficult. And people don't look at it and say, well, what has she been through? Or she's trying to speak her mind. No. It's the same with black trans women. A black trans woman can speak her mind and she's labeled as difficult. If she's one that can be prim and proper, then maybe, just maybe. But typically, if she speaks her mind and it's any kind of super passion with it, she's labeled as difficult. And that's the same with black women. Black women speak their minds. They'll try, and that's with anything. They speak their mind. They try to go forward, to push themselves, and do everything they can do. And they're labeled as difficult. And that is just so wrong. Why are black women labeled as difficult? It doesn't make any sense. It should not be labeled as difficult. Okay? So that's our first topic. We're going to talk. Hey, True Queen. I'm going to go through a couple people, see what they say. I love each and every one of y'all. All right, so that's our first thing. I don't know how I got to that topic of the Breonna, black women, but we started off with the Breonna Taylor statue being vandalized. And that was our first topic. Hold on, I want to go to the next topic. Okay, so this is the topic I want to talk about next. Somebody asked me about this, and it was a question a situation I want to pose to my audience. Why is it nowadays that if a man has a good self-care routine or a good hygiene routine, he's got to be gay or bisexual? Now, granted, what I mean by, let me break down what I mean by good hygiene or good self-care. What I mean by is he take a shower every day. He keep his nail looking good. He moisturizes his face. He trims himself, manscapes himself. Why does he have to be gay or bisexual because he's practicing good hygiene? Like, so many people say, oh, like I saw on the TikTok one time, somebody said, oh, you moisturize your face? Oh, that's sus. So a guy is suspect because he moisturizes his face? Oh, you take a shower, you take a shower in the morning, night? Oh, you sus. So he's sus because he wants to wash his, excuse my language on center, but I'm spelling, he want to wash his ASS? and he don't want to smell like ASS? Come on. That just boggles my mind, because a lot of the times people negate that when they see a man that is maybe, if he's too clean, or if his nails looking good, or he smells good, obviously gay or bisexual. Maybe this man just might want to say, I don't want to smell like ASS. Period. That's maybe what he might want to say. He might want to just say, I don't want to smell like ASS. If there's any guys in the comment that don't want to smell like ASS, give me a thumbs up. And if it's any ladies that don't like no guys smell like ASS, throw me a thumbs up. Because it's so dumb to me that we equate these things to, because somebody's clean cut, because somebody smell good, they gotta be gay or bisexual. Why is that? Why can't somebody just be gay, bisexual, trans, because that's who they are? And what trips me out is so much is, a lot of times it's always, I'm gonna say it, it's always typically the black hood thug dude to say this. And typically, 9 times out of 10, it's always the guys that's either messing with the femme boys on low, or messing with the trans girl. Let's take it a step further. It's also the hood boys that be tatted up, have all the muscles, and be the biggest ones that want to bend over and let a tranny or a femme go hit them. I'm sorry, I told you in this show we're going to keep it raw and real. Yeah, that's true. It's so true. So, to whoever may see this, whether you're a femme guy, gay guy, straight guy, whatever you are, do not let nobody stop you from your self-care routine because of their stupid ideology, their stupid ideas of what is masculine. Because we live in this time of toxic masculinity, which is just so stupid, where they feel like guys can't clean themselves good, or they're gay. Little boys can't cry. It's gonna turn them gay. You gotta have this and that. That is some of the stupidest bullshit. Yes, I spell stuff in my program because we're gonna do that. That's just the way I do. But that is just it. So to anybody seeing this, all my young men, whether you gay, straight, bi, or whatever, wash your ASS and don't worry about what nobody gonna say. Let me say it again. Wash your ASS, because don't worry about what nobody gonna say. Okay? Because I get so tired of guys saying, oh, they suspect of this and that. And I see them down the street and I walk past them and I smell an odor. They be like, good God Almighty, when did you bathe last time? Why you so worried about her? Why don't you clean yourself? Okay? And let people worry about that. Okay? Let me see in the comments, see what people are saying. This hatred for any sign of anything that isn't ultra masculine is considered gay due to the black community lack of black men in households. Okay, it's hatred for any sign of anything that is ultra masculine is considered gay. Our culture has made it for it by forcing everybody to act super tough to make up. Yeah, okay, I get where you come from your first time. Okay, yes, you are right. You are right, to Queen. We live in a society to where now, especially the black culture, it's like now every black guy has to be super hood. Every black guy got to be which why can't a guy, what happened to a guy just being a guy? Like he might like to go play basketball and do this and be like, hey, what up, how you doing? What's wrong with it? That's another thing I gotta say. Where did the normal black men go? Like, I remember growing up where it was the guys, like, they wasn't hood, they wasn't masculine, but then they weren't feminine. They were just like, hey, how you doing? Oh, you doing all right? All right. Guys like that, like, what happened to guys like that in the black community? Like, what happened? Like, where did that guy disappear to? I know it's probably something still out there, but where did that guy disappear to? Like, where did they go to? But yeah, it's just in the black community, we just, black, and I feel bad because a lot of young black men are growing up and now they're able to be able to experience certain things because of that culture of having to act super masculine. Because of the fact of all the toxic masculinity that goes on in hip-hop videos and TikTok and Instagram and all this thing, when people should just simply be who they are. Just be who you are. I always said this. I respect people from the hood all day. I don't live in the hood before. But the people I did respect in the hood was the people who I knew was in the hood but was faking what they was. Because I tell anybody all this time, you can tell a true hood dude. If you ever lived in the hood, you can tell a true hood dude who will do something to you, and there's some who will just talk. Because there's some who will do something for you. Not like, because the one thing about it, a true hood, because I've dated trade before. And true trade, they not about talking. True trade ain't about talking. They gonna do the action. But somebody who ain't about action, they gonna say, I'm gonna do it. When they run this mouth like this, they ain't about nothing. They ain't about nothing. True. Don't believe me. I don't live in the hood. I don't live in the most upscale neighborhood. I'm very diversified in all groups of life, walks of life. I promise you. So I definitely know. Let me read some of these comments. Okay, that preference towards being feminine and LGBTQ still exists no matter what type of person they are, okay? For generations, we have been taught to see being LGBT as wrong and as a trait to... Girl, you better speak that. Girl, you better speak that. Oh my God, that was a gem. That was a straight gem. Because of the fact that in the LGBT... Oh, Jesus. In the black community, we have been taught so much as LGBTQ wrong. But you know what also gets me on that? Is the fact that the matter is that churches love to say, oh, I don't want this person is sin, this person gay. But you notice the churches notice this. If you didn't have no gay people, your choir would suck most of the time. What about your organists? What about your drummers? Okay? And then let me take it a step further. A lot of the people who in here who is so against people don't understand. What about the pastors messing around with the boys and girls below? Did I touch a nerve? Did I say something wrong? Is this not my show? Can we not keep it real? Can we not keep it Can we keep it raw? I'm just saying. Worry about your own, especially as gay and or as a trans woman, because men in the black community must be preserved in order to continue making baby. Okay, for generation. Okay, I do, especially as gay. Okay, all right. Here's the thing about it. What you said must be preserved in order to keep. Okay, here's the thing about it. I get what you're saying that, but you have to understand that there are gay men who I know who have kids and are better fathers than their kids than straight men who are against LGBTQ people. A lot of them, yeah. And then I know certain trans people who do have kids. So for me, I am more in the term of, I would rather see a gay man make a baby, or a gay guy with his boyfriend have a baby and raise a kid, than to see a guy just have a baby to have a baby. Because then if he's not in that child's life, what is he doing for that kid? What is he doing for him? Okay? I know. Okay, so True Queen. No, yes you can have kids. Yes you can. You might need to study some of your biology. I know trans women who do have kids. And I know gay people who have kids and take care of some of their kids the best they are, love. I promise you. There's some I know. Yeah, there you go. Sada? I hope that's how I pronounce your name. Yeah, that's true. So no, I know plenty. And the thing about it is, love, some of the gay men and trans people who have kids, they taking care of their kids way better than some of the hood dudes I know. Way better. Be on Instagram stuff with their kids all the time, and some I know personally. So we have to get out of that stigma that it's a stigma going around that there's a gay agenda trying to erase the black family and stuff like that. But here's the thing about it: the black family is not getting erased by LGBTQ people. The black family is getting erased by a lot of black men not being in the home. That's the reason why. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right. I wasn't arguing with you, my love. What I was just saying is I was just stating a point of experience. I said so. There was no argument there, but I do understand you are right. There's a hateful culture that's going to be there. There's always going to be a hateful culture being there. And the thing about it is, and what gives me so much. This is another topic I want to get on. There are so many people. It's in certain states around the country, people don't know this, and me being an advocate, I know this. There are certain states to where there will be black kids, like a lot of Republicans are against pro-life. they're pro-life. Again, they're pro-choice. They're pro-life. The Republicans are pro-life. They believe in life. Okay. Now, a lot of them are like, oh, the Democrats want to kill babies, stuff like that. But what they don't realize is a lot of times they're so against the LGBTQ plus community, they don't realize that a lot of times agencies turn away able-bodied gay couples and trans couples who have like 6 figures in the bank, a good home, just because of their sexuality. And they would rather a black child sometimes stay in an orphanage than to go to a family that will love them and can provide for them. There are people who will say, there are guys who will say, I ain't gonna take care of my kid. I can't take care of him because I got no money and nothing, but I don't want him to go be raised by no gay couple. So you mean to tell me you would rather your son suffer? You rather your son suffer than to be raised by somebody who can, who can fully take care of them and fully provide them with a good life. That is some stupid ish. That is so stupid. That's stupid, dumb, 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 and dumber. Dumber, dumber, dumbest. Dumbest of all. That's all it is. Okay? Yeah, I was mixing up my words because I was trying to get out. I realized that the Republicans are more for the birth of a child. Democrats are for life. That's why I was getting my words mixed up. Yeah. If that child is born and becomes LGBTQ, a lot of them would love to see that child. Of course, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That is so facts. That is the reason why people don't realize this. People love to say, and this is something I'm talking about because I want to go. People love in the hood to say, "Oh, gay people got more rights than black people. LGBTQ people got more rights than black people." Wrong. Let me explain it to you. It was just passed this year. This year, the Equality Act, I believe the Equality Act was passed, that people can that is illegal to fire somebody on the grounds of them being gay, trans, or bisexual. In 2020, that just got passed. 2020, that just got passed. So don't tell me about who ain't got. We love to argue, see who got more right, who got more right. Why don't we stop arguing about who got more rights, and why don't we start coming together and figure out how to get rights for all? That's what we need to stop doing. Exactly. And so we need to just start coming together as a people and understand what we're trying to fight for and stop fighting against each other, because especially the black community, there is so much bias against, there's bias against trans women, there's bias against gay men, there's disrespect for black women, then top it all out, black men are like, well, don't you see we down in the streets? It's so much that we got to get together. And then to top it all off, you got to throw colorism in there too, because that's to throw it into the pot too. Man, that's thrown into the pot too. Y'all throw it in the pot too. Okay? Federal state. I don't understand what question you asked now. But anytime or not. Okay, federal state. Okay. But we just have to learn to stick together, be who we are, and just know that. Understand this. It's a quote by Ayanna Van Zandt I wrote down. I wanna tell you. It says, her quote said, "There are no circumstances around you more powerful than the power within you." And the reason why I said it, because of this. So many times we look at what we don't have, we look at what we're up against, instead of saying, let me see the power I had within me. And that was one of the reasons why I started this show, because I know the resistance, and I know the shutting out I was getting against from people in my community for not wanting to work with me, just and someone that hadn't even met me. I had to say, well, it doesn't matter what they think of me. It matters what I think of myself, and it matters the power that I have within me. So a lot of times when it comes to black women, trans women, gay women, black men, we have to start learning the power that we possess within ourselves. Because if we don't know the power we possess in ourselves, how can we expect to achieve anything? You have to know the power that you have within yourself to be able to accomplish anything, my loves. If you don't know that power, how do we expect to accomplish anything? We can't accomplish anything if we don't know that power. We have to know that power to be able to accomplish anything. Okay. Do I have any guests want to come on in? Because I'm thinking about in the show in a minute. But because one thing I'm thinking about the Miss Melody XO show, my show is also gonna be led by my spirit. My spirit may lead me to do a 30-minute show one day. My spirit may lead me to do an hour and a half show. It doesn't mean it the spirit and my fans will be what will lead the show. I thank you guys so much for a wonderful episode. I absolutely love and adore each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support we got on the first episode. This is episode number 2. Tomorrow, I have a special guest interview. And I'll just say this. I definitely want my LGBTQ people here. It is going to be something very, very special. And we'll be back for it tomorrow. I absolutely love all my loves. Thank you for the love and support you give me. Thank you for everything you do. You are absolutely wonderful. Kisses. Bye.